If you really, really want it, yeah, all you gotta do is get up on the heels out. You know what I'm talking about. You know what's going on. And the heels out. All I want is for you. You to comment down below, will you? For you I'll make a sacrifice. What's up? What's up? We're here to talk about it. I just want to know, if you've seen Fox Soul, Lisa Raye has been on Fox Soul. And Fox Soul is a very decent, nice podcast that I have recently started watching from time to time. Currently, you have Claudia Jordan on there. She has some other castmates recently, which is Al Reynolds and Funky Dineva. But I have watched Fox Soul before, and she has some ladies on there with her. So I'm confused as to if she's still working with these ladies or have they parted ways and now she's working with these particular guys. Because maybe there's a reason that they stopped working together, or maybe I'm just tripping. Okay, so let me click on the channel right now, because at first I don't really remember. I remember seeing these guys, but they were like off and on. I'm looking at her page now. Dang, it's like I don't see the ladies. So I'm like, are they still on the show or what? Okay, I do see one. What says 5 days ago? So I guess they are still on the show, so that's good. But I just want to know if Claudia Jordan actually came for Lisa Raye. Because that to me is crazy if she did. Because Lisa Raye is one of the members along with a couple other ladies who are on the show with Claudia Jordan. I know Vivica Fox is on there. And what's the one? I know it's Johnson. Something Johnson. Because I have watched her, but I just can't think of her name right now. She makes music, very good music or whatever. But the reason I'm just doing this video is because I feel like Claudia Jordan was being a little messy a while back. And I'm trying to figure out if y'all feel the same way. And it's just my opinion. It's just alleged, okay? It's just alleged. Because to me, I feel like you shouldn't be shady to the people you work with, your co-workers. So to me, it's kind of like funny. And I got this video because I watched a particular other show, and it kind of spilled some tea on the Lisa Raye and the Brad situation. Okay, I'm not gonna really go into that tea or whatever, because people say they're sisters. Some people say, they're just close. They grew up together and so forth like that. So a lot of people having, mixed feelings of why Lisa Raye and the Brad fell out. They weren't really talking. So for some reason, I ended up watching this other podcast person talking about the situation between Brad and Lisa, and it kind of went deep, like deep. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense of why there will be so much of an issue between them, if they're supposed to be close as family, whatever. And then, she doesn't even tell her that she's getting married and stuff like that. No wonder they're bumping heads, right? Which I'm not going to really go into the bummer, but it made sense what the other blogger was saying. So anyway, it was an episode where Miss Lisa Raye had a birthday. So as a surprise, like she was totally caught off guard. And keep in mind, this was when a lot of beef was going on between her and her sister, the Brad. They weren't really talking or whatever. And so it was kind of ironic, but for some reason, they thought that it would be a good idea to have the Brad on the show. and to wish Lisa a happy birthday. And to me, I feel like Claudia is the person who's mostly over the show, so she would be the person who would be the person to call the person to come on the show. Okay. So to me, I feel like she was kind of setting up the scenario or trying to get some information that was none of her business to come out. Okay, but that's just my opinion. And like I said, I don't know particularly if she knew because she did say at the beginning of the show, that she didn't know that it was going to go the way it actually went. Because, of course, these two had not been talking, but she had Brad call in to wish her happy birthday. So immediately, Lisa goes into this panic mode. Her face is on shock. Her eyes over her face. And at one point, I think she may have even got teary-eyed. And she was so mad, And I feel like that's just not a way to have somebody's birthday end up. Even though Claudia's warping down, I didn't know. And then to talk about it, it's a lot of behind the scene issues that has recently come out that I've heard of that goes into depth of why they're not talking and why it's so deep. And I feel down in my soul that Claudia knew what she was doing. Okay? I feel like she was being heck of messy. And if you know the backstory, it is heck of messy. And I can't really go into it because it's all hearsay. It's all alleged. But that just seemed like to me typical Claudia. Like she'll say stuff and she'll hide her hand. Like she didn't do nothing. Like I said, she kept saying, oh, I didn't know. So you have somebody's birthday. The last person they want to talk to is a person that they hadn't talked to in forever. And maybe, because even, what's her name, Lisa said that she had been reaching out often, but she was getting ignored by the brat on purpose. So the person who is ignoring you, that's the person you think that she wants to hear from on her birthday. And you didn't expect that it was going to be a situation. So Lisa gets mad. Lisa goes off. Lisa starts cussing. And it was on one of their Fox Soul episodes of 2 years ago. She goes off. Well, she has every reason to go off because literally this person has been ghosting her, And, of course, the brat wishes her happy birthday, and lets them know they appreciate her. But Claudia started asking some questions. It's kind of messy. Now, if you don't know the backstory, you won't be like, what are you talking about? But it's a backstory to the situation. I just figured that out last night, okay? Because I was doing some, looking at some podcasts because, I don't know, just something was just kept popping up to me. And that's just kind of how things work for me. Just stuff comes in my radar vision and I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I need to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let Claudia know that that's dead mother-freaking wrong. If you mother-freaking knew the situation, you shouldn't have her on national TV figuring this issue out with the brat, and you know they don't talk to each other. You know they barely like each other at this point, and you know there's extra underlying issue that is stemming from why they are not talking. I feel like you was being messy, and that's crazy because that's your co-host. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me look at you differently because I felt like you had changed. And to me, it's almost as if, like, just because your life or situation may not be going a certain way, allegedly, you kind of get mad or try to mess up somebody else's situation or flow. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like in my heart, you knew what the underlying issue was. So much so, the person that I heard some of the information from did say that she's cool with you. So the point of it is like you being messy, bro. And you the same kind of chick that's acting like you hiding your hand and you're not doing nothing. That's scary to me, though. That's crazy to me, bro. Because I feel deep in my soul you have to know, bro. Because your friend would have told you this. And I feel like you know a lot of tea about different people, allegedly. And that's why you're able to do this show. For the people that you know and this inside information that you get. So I just feel like that was not the time or the place. It was in front of millions and thousands of people, allegedly. Because, I mean, some of the shows get more hits than others. But at the same time, like, it was live. Y'all recorded live. and you seen the girl cheer up on her birthday, and the only thing you can say is, I didn't know. But I feel like you did know. So y'all let me know, do you feel like Claudia knew the ins and outs of why Lisa and the brat were not talking? And if she was knowing, do you think she's wrong as a fellow co-host of putting Lisa Raye private matters on Front Street on her birthday? Y'all let me know. And I'm gonna just let that go because, like I said, it's supposed to be a backstory that if you don't know, you just don't know. But it was something that I would have never wanted to happen to me in front of everybody. I would have been pissed. So like I said, all this is alleged, but it seemed like you kind of sideswiped Lisa again when it came to her and Country Wayne, because you was like, I'd wife you up too, as if she might be engaged. Like, why would she want that on national public news? Like, and this Lisa had to catch her a few times. Like, you trying me, you don't have no more chances to try me or do that or something. Lisa had to check her on. So to me, I just feel like you just need to be mindful of who you have around you, mindful of people you work with, or even invite you on their show, because I feel like Claudia was the mastermind behind Fox. So if you were inviting people on your show, such as Lisa, have enough respect for her to respect her privacy and her behind issues, and she can keep some things to herself without telling you or the world, because it's really nobody's business, and not have you put it on Jump Street for everybody else to figure out what they got going on while they're not talking to each other, putting people's personal stuff out there. Like, to me, that's shady. But like I said, it's alleged. Hopefully that's not what she was trying to do. But to me, it was giving very much those vibes. Throw a rock and hide my hand like I didn't do nothing.
Why you gonna do me like that? DK his out, we out, we out. DK his out, we out, we out. Why you gonna do me like that? Gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. When the party they lit, it's hard to leave, gotta leave his out. Gotta leave his out. Stay up, stay lit. You a vibe right now. You a vibe right now. Don't have to go home, but you gotta get the heck on out the door. Gotta get the home heck on out the door. Until next time I see you, let's go.